What is up, everybody? My name is Former Glorday, and this is a video on the new item builder that's coming to Predecessor. This is a feature that has been very much long requested by the community, and I'm super excited to show it to you. Thank you so much to Ometa for allowing me to be part of the Predecessor Creators Guild and giving me this early access preview to patch 1.10, releasing on Tuesday. So everybody get ready because there's some incredible changes coming. I have a video for almost all of the changes that are coming that I will link to this video and put in the description below. As always, please like this video and subscribe. It helps me out more than you could ever imagine. And that being said, let's get right to it. The item builder. You might be wondering, how do I even get to the item builder? The way you're going to do that is you're going to go to collection and you're going to select the hero that you want to look at. I'm going to pick Decker. And then once you've selected the hero, you'll notice there's a new option at the top of the screen between abilities, augments, and affinity that says builds. When you click on that, it's going to open up the item builder. So on the left side of the screen, it is going to have each box is a build that has been created by somebody in the community and shared to people to view. And you can vote up, down, depending on whether you like the build. And it will list the higher rating builds at the top. If you have a build that you already know about, like maybe your friend sent you it or you found it online, builds have build IDs that are associated to them. So they list that here. You can actually search by build ID here above the first listed build. You can type in that build and find it there. You can also filter the builds that you are seeing by role. So if you really wanted to see Decker mid lane, you can see people who have made builds for Decker mid lane. Going back to support, we see here that we have a by Ometa. This is a support build that was created by Ometa. This says this is the default recommended build, and there's a default build for all heroes. But you can see here that we have another member of the Predecessor Creators Guild who has made a build, the Triple Jumper 3000 build. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. Shout out to Just Road TV. They've given it a description. It says, have infinite jumps while attacking the battlefield as this escape artist / mage causes wreckage over the battlefield. And you can see that they have a final build listed. So all 6 items there that they're recommending that you take. And then they've offered alternatives to the build here should you need it. And they've also given situational purchases here, anti-heal and extras here. And then you'll notice that on the side here, the person who's created the build is able to put a description of, like, if they've added a situational item, what they're listing that for. You can then put use build, and then every time you log into a game as Decker support, you will automatically see this in your shop and be able to build this build. So that's a very, very cool way to just not have to think and put it on autopilot and get some advice from other people. And, you know, there's always like a recommended build that's in there by Ometa, but now you can literally get the highest rated build for each role for your chosen hero right here for you from this thing. So you may be wondering, how do I make a build? Well, on the bottom of the screen, you can click create new build. It will open up the build. You can, up at the top, you can type in my Decker build, or you could type in Decker rules with a Z. You can put best Decker support build, trust me, bro. And then you can start absolutely trolling everybody. Put augmentation, you can put megacosm, you could throw in, I don't know, demolisher, you know, whatever you want to put in there. You click and drag it and pull it over, put it into the final build, and it adds what you want. You can filter the items on the left side of the screen. So you really wanted to add a max mana item, we're gonna put Warp Stream in there, and then we're gonna put the new item, Life Core, in there, right? So that's your 6 items, but you could say, well, maybe there's a situation where you really need to build Inquisition, so you could throw that into situational options. At the very end, you hit save build. If you wanted to come back to it later, you can. Once you've messed around as much as you want to and you're satisfied with the build, you can go down here to build options and you can hit publish. And now this build is available for everybody publicly to see. When they go to Decker and they look at supports, they can find this build. Now, right now, there's only 2 to see, but IRL, you're going to have as many builds as people in the community have made. But the more they get voted on, the more popularity they will have, the more rating they will have, the higher on the list they will be. So, you know, you can trust the ones that are high rated and you don't have to trust the ones like what I just made. That's an obvious troll build. But that's that. That's the way that you use the item builder, and it's absolutely amazing. And it has everything we've been wanting it to have. And it also has languages. So if you're looking for a specific language, if you're not an English speaker, you can toggle whatever language you're looking for and find builds that are for that language. So thank you so much for checking out this video on the item builder that's coming to Predecessor patch 1.10. There are a lot of really cool features coming to the game. There's a new world shift, Frostfall, there's a new hero called Eden, and of course, there are 38 new items coming to the game. And I have a video on every single one of these things. So check the description below if you want to get more information on what's coming in patch 1.10. And thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time.